Hey guys, I'm Candy and welcome back to Candy's Locker Room here in NFL Week 8 where the Dallas Cowboys just beat the Minnesota Vikings Sunday night in a thriller performance on Halloween night. Here's what happened. Things started off a little spooky for the Cowboys and Cowboys fans because Dak Prescott was a game time decision. He was ruled inactive with a calf injury and Cooper Rush was to be our starting quarterback. The first quarter beginning a little slow for the Cowboys, but not so much for the Vikings as Thielen scored a touchdown. Pollard had a few good runs in the first quarter, but not enough for a Cowboys touchdown. So that brings us to 7-0 Vikings leading going into the second quarter. Things were still a little iffy for the Cowboys in the second quarter as Cooper Rush was intercepted. The Cowboys did get the ball back and scored a field goal, bringing the score to 7-3, but there's more in the second quarter. Vikings Thielen manages to escape Diggs Island for the second time in this game, gets a good run, but not enough for a touchdown, just enough to get the Vikings into field goal range, and they score a field goal, bringing the score to 10-3 Vikings up, going into halftime. During halftime, the Cowboys put their thinking caps on and came back out with a 73-yard touchdown from Cooper Rush to Wilson. Wilson was weaving in and out of three different defenders to get to that line, bringing the score to 10-10, a tied ball game. Oh, but let's not forget, our big guns came out blazing too after the half. Gregory with a major sack. Watkins with the spin move and brings Dalvin Cook down, stopping the Vikings from a touchdown. They did get in field goal range. They got the field goal, bringing the score to 10-13. Vikings up again. Wilson, dare I say, possibly our QB3, throws the ball to CeeDee Lamb for a huge run. The Vikings defender takes CeeDee by the neck, throws him out of bounds, and kind of keeps him in this chokehold, and no flag is called, but we'll get into this flag stuff in a little bit. The Cowboys aren't able to score on that drive, but they do get in field goal range, kick the field goal, it's good, bringing the score to a tied game, 13-13 before the fourth quarter. At the beginning of the quarter, we get a taste of our own medicine, literally from old Cowboys player Xavier Woods as he knocks the ball loose, and the Vikings recover it, which leads to a series of bad calls called against the Cowboys. Basham, sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly, he is going at the quarterback, and the quarterback barely releases the ball, and he hits him, and he gets charged with roughing the passer. The flags were so bad in this game, he literally looked like he said, okay, I'm just going to go to the sideline and cool off because this is ridiculous. So much so that nearly right after, Gregory was barely pulling this guy off of the pile, as defenders do all the time, and he gets a flag thrown on him. It wasn't all bad news. Hamilton got a great stop, and then here goes another flag on Gregory. A flag was thrown on Gregory for an out-of-bounds hit. The guy was barely running out of bounds, literally. Gregory gives him that last push, and here comes the flag. And even the commentators say, hey, with all this commotion and noise going on, it is very hard to hear a whistle to stop the play. So I doubt that he heard it, and I doubt that that was a late hit or a hit out of bounds on purpose. Right after there's nearly, Vander Esch does almost the exact same paralleled play as Gregory, and there is no flag called on him. So people are thinking, did this ref have something against Gregory? Did he get mad at him earlier in the game? What is going on? This literally was the same play. At this point in the game, the Cowboys had racked up about 33 yards in penalties. The refs threw so many flags that I probably don't have to do my flag on the play segment because they did it all during the game for me. And no flags, barely any flags, were called on the Vikings. Whenever our receivers would get the ball, literally about 4 of them would come after the receiver is down with the ball, trying to rip it away like animals. Have some pride and integrity and just let the play be what it is. Ezekiel Elliott with a big run gets the Cowboys into scoring position. And what happens? Cooper to Cooper with 51 seconds left for a Dallas Cowboys touchdown, bringing the score to 20-16 with 51 seconds left in the game. And we'll just leave it there, guys, because the Vikings definitely didn't come back from that, and the Cowboys won. Cowboys are now 6-1, still the top of their division. Cooper Rush over our other backup quarterbacks that we've had in the past. So far, I don't want to bite my tongue on this, but I think that he may be the best so far. It's time for Candy's Hot Shot of the Week. And my first Hot Shot of the Week is CeeDee Lamb. It's CeeDee Lamb's game time outfit and his after the game shoes that just stole the show from me. CeeDee Lamb shows up in an outfit by Amari and Alexander McQueen. He has on a white and gray sweater, distressed jeans, white shoes, a custom bag with his initials on it, and it's the chain that takes the show here. It steals the show. It is a 88 chain. It's beautiful. It says CeeDee Lamb at the top. And of course, I'm going to show you guys a picture here. CeeDee's after game outfit also just was a wow factor. And really, it was the shoes. His teammate posted him saying drip or drown. You know, drip is a phrase for, you know, a nice outfit, okay? And he had on like these hunter green shoes that were studded with some type of green jewels all over, and I love them. Alright, outside of my Cowboys, you guys know that it was Halloween, so some players in the league decided to dress up, and some of them also decided to get my hot shot of the week with their fits. My hot shot of the week, number 2, is Grayson of the Buccaneers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He came as an older man. He had on the full-on plaid shirt, the khaki pants, the black, you know, grandpa shoes, the push walker with the chair, and he took it to the next level with the selected carefully comics and puzzles section of the newspaper, the hat, the gray beard, you know, little carry-on luggage right there with him, a bag of food to go, and the glasses, the specs, as you would say. And he fully committed to this costume. I loved it. It was creative and it was cute. Now it's time for Candy's Player of the Week. My Player of the Week this week is Amari Cooper. As many of you know, he's been battling this sort of hamstring injury, and he definitely battled through it in this game. You could see him getting, you know, a massage. Well, he was doing it himself with a massage gun on the sideline, trying to get that hamstring to cooperate, and he didn't care. He went right back into the game, did what he had to do, scored a touchdown, probably in pain, and made a heck of a catch during the game in pain. So Amari Cooper is my Cowboys Player of the Week. Now it's time for Candy's Q&A. The first question is, do you think that Trevon Diggs will be ready for Week 9? On the final drive of the game last night, Trevon Diggs went down with an ankle injury. One of the receivers from the Vikings, number 17, kind of like hit his ankle or foot into Diggs' ankle, and it did like that, and he is to undergo an ankle evaluation. Hopefully he will be okay, but there's no rush. I don't want anybody to rush back and, you know, be hurt or further injure themselves. That's why Dak was placed as inactive this game, so that he could get that time to heal. But hopefully we do get Trevon Diggs back. I think that. The second question was, should the Dallas Cowboys go after a vet quarterback? I say that we should. A lot of people thought that we would get Cam Newton, and that wasn't going to be the case. Cam said himself that he couldn't be a backup quarterback on any team. His presence is too strong, but I think that it would be a great deal, and it would be the smartest decision to go after a vet quarterback. I'm not looking at Dak going anywhere anytime soon, but as you see, things happen. We have to have Cooper Rush come in, and it's always good to have someone that, you know, has experience in the game and also, you know, a good resume to fill that spot if needed. The third question was, will Lyell Collins get his spot back? only time will tell with things like that. You know, you don't pull a player out when they're doing well or if things are going good and things are gelling in that position for the team. You can't just pull that person out and say, okay, well, he's back. I don't think that, you know, Lyell may have anything to worry about, but there's always good to have, you know, some depth in the position like we do, as I always said, with wide receiver, with our running backs. It gives us lots of options, lots of variety, which is why Wilson was able to throw a ball like a quarterback this past game. It's good to have variety at all positions. The fourth and final question is, will we have a head coach change next year? Of course, I can't predict the future, but if I had to say a change was coming, I would predict it to be Kellen Moore. I predict that Kellen Moore is going to be the head coach because look what he's doing with the offense. I haven't seen the Cowboys offense play like that in a really long time. I haven't seen the variety of plays like that in a long time, and just quite frankly, he knows what he's doing. He seems to have good chemistry with not only, you know, the offense but the team. They seem to like him, and that's kind of what you need as a coach. You need to know what you're doing, have the experience. He was a player not too long ago, has that likability among the players, and I think that he would be a great head coach if that change were to come. Now it's time for Candy's Week 9 NFL predictions. The first game I'm going to go with is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Denver Broncos. Depending on if we have Dak back, which I'm pretty sure we will, and, you know, all of our players healthy, I think that we will beat them, of course, 27-14. The next game is the Saints versus the Falcons. I think the Saints are going to take this one despite Jameis Winston being out. The quarterback did a really good job getting things together for them and helping get them that W. So I think that they will take the win 35-10. My next game prediction is the Packers versus the Chiefs. I think that it's going to be a blowout. The Packers are going to defeat the Chiefs 42-14. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning back into Candy's Locker Room. I will catch you guys in Week 9. Woo, this season is going by fast. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, comment, leave all your good feedback. Follow my Instagram page, my Twitter, and I will see you guys soon.